Hello everybody. Another Monday, another week, another fresh start, if we say. Had a very good week last week in terms of reading the price action and going through the quite a tough economic news calendar filled of NFP and FOMC and stuff that we don't really like to trade, but we managed very, very well. So, what do we have? We have very gray and very snowy sky above Vilnius today, but we'll see what we can manage through the charts and what we can achieve today in terms of price action. Anyhow, I have already a few things that I want to go through because we already traded today. I always say that I don't tend to trade during London and during early hours of indices open and forex open and everything else, but we already achieved a few things today. So let's take a look if you don't mind, right? Starting with maybe a small analysis on what we have in the price action, what we have going on overall, and what is happening, right? So dollar index, very simply, I'm very happy to see what is happening right now. I'm very happy with the price action itself because buy side was finally hit. We've been consolidating for quite a long time. We've been consolidating this thing since mid-January, pretty much. And we just hit our buy side targets, which is the initial target, and the second target of this monthly fair value gap is being almost achieved. It's being almost achieved right now as well. So I'm very happy to see this expansion. I'm very happy to see movement, and then I'll go into other charts to show you around what are we getting out of that as well. Going deeper into 1 hour chart, very simply, buy side taken. I'm looking at this monthly fair value gap for today to probably allow us to work it through to continue onwards, and then we'll see how deep we dig into it today, right? And then looking at what we have today, basically the market opened up to the upside, leaving a new week opening gap right here. Asian sell side, and then the initial Frankfurt, let's call it, sell side was taken right here, and it just continued to expand. And what we're looking is not only this buy side level to be taken from the daily chart, we're looking for this monthly fair value gap now to be hit. Okay. Yeah, so very simple stuff here and very simple, let's say, price action, I would say, and it all started last week actually. It all started last week, actually, where I said that I know where dollar index is going. So be my guest and let's take a look on why do I know where dollar index is going, and let's take a look at why do I know where dollar index is going, right? So dollar was trading to the downside throughout the whole week. Thursday was high of the day, and we just skipped getting to that buy side on a daily level being hit, right? And what happened during Friday? London Open actually hit the sell side from the daily chart, and we started pushing towards upside and consolidating right here. What I noticed right away that we got a 15 minutes fair value gap inverted right here, and I always say I love trading inversions because of a few things. It right here, right? We have sell side being taken out with this run on the liquidity in the London session. We have 15 minutes fair value gap not holding the price to the upside, allowing to trade above it here and here. And literally right before NFP started, I called in my Discord channel as well, saying, listen, dollar is going for 104 200. Just take a look at this and I can say that the rest is history in a way, right? Yeah, so this is how we know what was gonna happen with dollar index basically. Um, Going onwards, we still have like 15 minutes till the markets are opening up. So let's see what we can go through with you guys as well. Pum, param, pum. So we're trading about midnight. Basically, just I'll put it very simply. I would expect a move to the downside a little bit for the rest of the day if this this is the high of the day or not, I don't really care, but I would expect a little bit of a move to the downside, looking at the price action directly today. Okay, very simply, why? Because we're trading below midnight open, above midnight open right now, and sell side, even though was taken, buy side levels are hit. I'm looking for this monthly fair value gap to be traded to, but I would expect a little bit of retracement. So I won't be very bearish on forex and indices especially, but we will take a look. We will see what happens. Okay, going into let's go into daily for Euro USD. Euro USD is also looking brilliant. We're finally getting some expansion done. We're almost traded to the sell side liquidity level on daily, which is marked off right here for us. And we actually went into a few positions on the Euro USD today already. Funny enough, right? I'm trading London again. When Mondays, I always either start slow. I usually don't trade initial sessions on Monday, but I'm already trading and I'm already actually making very small but still profits, right? So Euro USD trade idea was very simple. I have already actually closed this trade right before I started streaming. So right around here, because I didn't want to jump into the stream right away with a trade open and then look into indices and all that good stuff. So what happened with Euro USD actually very nicely today, buy side liquidity taken right here. It breaks down. I was actually hoping for this 15-minute fair value gap to be retraced to with this swing high. So I was hoping that this swing high would happen a little bit higher than it did, but we had this 15-minute fair value gap holding the price, and now actually was kind of looking at this 5-minute chart and hoping for this 5-minute fair value gap to hold the price. I was looking for this 2-minute inversion to hold the price as well, but as soon as it broke below 5-minute fair value gap, I right away took a short right here, and I was running it down without any partials, hoping for this daily sell side liquidity level to be taken. Didn't wait it out. I literally just closed the trade a few moments ago, just saying to myself, I want to have a clean slate and clean mind for the stream itself. Okay. So Euro USD is kind of in the bag. Let's say I'll make a short report on it and then why I made that trade a little bit later today. Right now, to be fair with you, I don't like the fact that monthly fair value gap was not hit on the dollar index, but if I would be looking to trade Euro USD, I would be looking for this 5-minute fair value gap to hold the price. So if I hide this possible short entry that we took, I would actually be looking for this to happen right now. Maybe that far as well, but a partial would go down right here with a possible stop loss in this vicinity in a way. So we'll keep evaluating that, but I won't trade forex anymore today. I took, what is it? Let's take a look. I took 0.3% already on Euro USD. Good enough for me in terms of trading forex on a Monday throughout the early opening of the session. Good enough. I won't take this position anymore. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have onwards, which would be GBP USD. GBP USD, I even wrote in my report, I'm still not very much interested to touch it as long as we're not trading below this 50% of weekly order block level. We are looking to close below it this Monday, finally, right? So this will get into my interest list again, because looking at the Euro USD, one more time, this is a much more clearer picture. We got this daily fair value gap inverted, very easy setup to go short from here. I'm expecting this daily fair value gap to be hit, even maybe this daily liquidity level to be hit because of power free and market makers sell model on daily. So initial consolidation, distribution, we consolidate again, we manipulate to the upside, we get a smart money reversal here with a first initial stage of distribution here. We're consolidating again, and now second leg of distribution is happening, which is a very low risk sell for us. Okay, and I'm interested to see that panning out actually. Yeah, so GBP USD, I am not interested. I will not touch it, at least for now. But I would very much evaluate if I would be looking to trade the forex this 5 minute inversion setup. Okay. Um, just 1 second, and I'm back with you guys. Okay. So keep this in your charts. Keep that in mind. All right. And right now I will go into indices because we have 10 minutes till indexes are opening up. And just looking on my right hand side, I'm evaluating dollar because there's a few things. Yes, we opened above a new week opening gap. We traded from it to the upside as well. We just hit daily buy side levels and we just kind of pushed upwards towards the monthly fair value gap. We didn't get into it yet. We're just a few points away from it, but we're starting to break down. And I'm actually interested to see this retracement because we're trading above midnight, right? What does it mean for indices? Indices might still continue to the bullish side because of that. And let's evaluate how we can execute on that today as well. Just 1 second. I'll say it every time. I'll say it again. I hope everybody's having a good day. Everybody's doing good. And just let's jump into the indices and then the charts overall one more time. Okay. Just writing down a few things for myself, for my notes, so I don't forget what I talk about out loud with you guys as well. Here we go. So we're actually kind of consolidating just like we did on Friday, and Friday was very nice price action as well, where we saw the full-on power of three panning out on a daily candle. So if we take a look at Friday price action and daily candles, so we consolidated, we pushed to the downside, took out sell side resting below. We went into 4 hour fair value gap here, created low of the day. So we started pushing to the upside, took buy side out, retraced, and closed the daily candle. And this is a very good example of power three. If you have any questions about Power 3, just let me know. I'll be more than happy, guys, to explain you about it and talk more about it, why it's important and why I always look for setups like this and why I'm very confident in it. But this was a perfect daily candle in terms of opening up, accumulating, distributing, and then manipulating to the upside and then retracing where to the level where it is right now. Okay. So let's take a look at what we have. We have a 1 hour fair value gap right below us. We have a quite clear 15 minutes inverted fair value gap right here that I will note to myself. I'm just doing the charts for the first time today, so bear with me. And yeah, so we have 15 minutes fair value gap right here that got inverted. We're looking at a very clean sell side level that is taken, and we're looking for sell side that is taken again just what 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. So we'll take a look at it. Okay. At the same time, though, we have a breaker forming right here that I will note, and we will see. Very honestly, I'm still remaining bullish on indices. I'm not looking for a top now, and dollar trading so high today might bring a very rough trading session today because on paper dollar index already hit its targets and we're not that much interested to see it going anywhere else today because of that, so consolidation might be expected right now, right? But we'll see what we get. This is 15 minutes and let's go into 5 minutes where I will show you a trade that I took today. So let me do that. Yeah, so what happened today? Let me show you guys around. Um, Pam pam. So it was London Open. Dollar was pushing to the upside, and I wasn't actually expecting for the price to go higher, but a few very reasonable things happened on US 500. So sell side accumulated throughout the night was it during London session. And what do we have after that? We have a 5 minute inversion happening right away. And with the 5 minute inversion happening, I have a very clean buy sell level here. And I actually took a buy from this inversion setup right here, and actually I called it on my Discord channel to the whole crew in there, and we just waited and waited. Unfortunately, we didn't get filled here, so I played around. I re-entered at this fair value gap again. I'll show you the executions, but even though it was a hard trade to hold, I took the profits here, and let me show you as well. We're actually trading in a profit today on the top step account as well. We made, what is it? Almost $400 today. We finished at 156,500 last Friday, and we're almost at 157K, as you can see. So very happy about that. Okay, so position is closed. I already actually made a review on it on Discord, so you can check it out there just to get more insight in why I took this position. But let's put my drawings back up here, and let's take a look at what are we having here right now. So one thing to note right away, this 5 minute fair value gap being broken to the downside. I'll keep a note on that. And right now, just if this sell side level would not have been taken, I might say maybe this breaker will hold the price, maybe this 5 minute inversion will hold the price, but I'm not really expecting it, because I'm expecting at the moment markets are not open. I'm expecting higher uh, prices on ES and NQ. And what I'll be looking at this 5 minute fair value gap, hopefully holding the price, and the fair value gap right below it, right here, acting as a breakaway gap. Oh, sorry. Acting as a breakaway gap. And I really much hope we can use it, and I very much hope that we can get something out of it. Okay. Markets are opening up in 3 minutes, so just like every time, we're looking at where we closed last Friday. We closed about 4978. Let's mark that out. That's last week's closing time, and we're currently trading below it. So an expectation to go higher towards new week opening gap, or maybe this 15 minute inversion for rally gap, is very reasonable. Okay. Oh, sorry. So let's see. I'll just put myself to this corner so it's easier for you guys to see what is happening with the account. Yeah, let's take a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is doing exactly the same. We're consolidating throughout the day, just like we did on ES. This 15 minutes for value gap is inverted, and we're actually trading at this level as well. We'll see how we continue reacting from here, but vice versa, comparing to yes, I kind of like this going lower. And now I'm torn apart a little bit, because this price action literally indicates lower, and not much more. So we have to see how do we react right here. Actually, this is a 15 minutes fair value gap being broken to the downside, inversion, and we're trading at another 15 minutes inverted fair value gap now. Kind of like this break of structure as well. Sell side resting below, but I won't take a position from this. I just can't. Sell side resting below, and then we see then what kind of cards we're gonna be dealt with. Sell side right here. I don't know yet. I have to take a look at how we open up to be fair with you, but if we if indices get in sync at all today, I'm quite happy for them to go lower from this, especially if dollar index doesn't continue lower from here and just starts pushing to the upside. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go here. Let's close this down. 5 minutes on both charts. I'll show you about these trades as well. We just went over on what we did with ES and Q. We had the exactly same setup, but we took a loss on Q. So even though I traded, what was it, 3 contracts on ES, and I took a very nice run from somewhere around here, so five handles at least. Yeah, it's 7 maybe. I still made only, what is it, 400 on the top step evaluation account. So because I took a 2 contract loss on NQ. I'll show you around in a bit, but let's see. Let's allow the markets to open up. I actually like this. I like this trading lower. If we close, of course, this 15-minute fair value gap below it, but we'll see. There's a lot of sell side resting below. But this is exactly why I don't open positions right away when I see a possibility of, like, how to say, not a random trade, nothing like that, but a trade that could, let's say, not full on pan out. And why not full on pan out? Because we're looking at a price action that is just not correlated yet, right? Why do I say not correlated? Because we're creating a lot of SMTs. This is being a lower low on Nasdaq together with the ES is very reasonable, but we didn't take out the sell side on Nasdaq yet, as we did on ES. So it's not still to my liking yet. Okay? Mm. One or another will give way. So either NQ will give way to the upside or ES will give way to the downside, and then one or another will follow. But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see what kind of a run we will have. 1 minute chart. We're already creating first initial fair value gaps on ES, but NQ is just not willing to go lower. Still pushing to the upside. I'm just watching here my dollar index as well. I'm very much interested to see what dollar index does. If index does, if dollar index starts rallying up, I'm happy with the price continuing lower from here. Mm. Not much happening yet. Not much, not much. Yes, it's kind of holding the breakaway gap. I don't like the fact that we traded to it fully, but still holding it. still holding, so have to see, we have to validate. So at some point, these two charts will get in sync, right? So we're just waiting now for them to get in sync so we can read it a little bit better than what we're having right now. 15-minute idea of trading lower is not being supported right now, so I'll just take it off my chart. Yeah. 5 minutes, let's see what we're having. Not much interest either. 1 minute. This is much more interesting for me. So let me just go this way so we can have it a little bit better. These fair value gaps are coming from 5 minutes, right? So keep that in mind. But I'm literally just looking at this now. 1 minute fair value gap. That is one of the first and most important opening range fair value gaps for us. So I'm looking at what we will get here. If we get any supported run to the upside from here. If no, it's a no. It's fine. For NQ to go lower from here, we don't want this buy side to be taken. Like that would be just weird and in a way unnecessary, if you can say it like that. The price action and what are you looking at and what are you evaluating while this reading the price? Like there's no necessity to go up there. Okay. Dollar pushing to the upside, I like to see that. This 1 minute still holding the price, which is cool. Let's see, that 1 minute for value gap still supporting the price, but the NQ not giving away though, so we continue waiting. We continue waiting, and usually we wait till about 10 o'clock to enter possible trades. I'm not usually interested to trade the market opening, to trade anything before 10 a.m. 10 a.m. usually is much more profitable for me than trading before the markets are opening up. Euro actually trading below that 5-minute inversion, interestingly enough. This might just confirm the dollar continuing to the upside and this not being respected, just would finish off the move to the sell side right here. E-mini trading lower, which is expected, which is fine. Then we see Nasdaq So this 15 minutes setup is kind of holding the price intact for us right now. I'll just make a few notes on the charts to my right hand side. This is good enough, and this is good enough. Okay. But this consolidation is expected. I literally talked about it like 20 minutes ago, right? Dollar index uh, hitting the buy side levels is expected as a target for this week and for the day overall, for the day and both week. And we literally hit it right before the AM session started for indices. So this consolidation and not very clean price movement is totally expected and understandable right now. Not much you can do about it neither, but we just have to let it play out, let it give way. Mhm. 5 minutes right here. This is not only the new week opening gap, but a new day opening gap from the same place as well from last week. Take this off breaker, but this 1 minute being inverted right now. So I'm kind of, we'll say it out loud, I think sell side will be hit easily. We just have to realize now how deep into the sell side we go. I think this level was 17664 on NQ is quite a possibility. As long as the indices stay in sync. As soon as the indices will start going, creating SMTs, the bias might change rather quickly because of that. Okay, keep that in mind. And this 15-minute fair value gap holding the price brilliantly. Sell side resting below. I'll do a quick fib here as well. Yeah, this 1.5 standard deviation, we could even push even lower probably. But this order block will be a point of, let's say, a point where the price will try to respect the structure a little bit. So let's take a note of that. Order block right here. Let's note it. And on ES, 15 minutes. Probably we're gonna trade to this 1 hour for value gap. So I'm keeping a note of that. 4953. Now we just have to find a way of getting there. Okay. Order block and sell side. Okay. Everything noted. Now we just have to wait it out. Okay. Dollar pushing to the upside. It's gonna take itself the buy side very soon and very quickly. 104447 is our interest on dollar index, so I think we're gonna get to that quite soon. That will allow indices to go even lower from where we are right now. That is lovely. That is appreciated. We want the sell side probably to get hit then. Nice push to the downside. Nice. Well, 15 minutes is so far the cleanest. Just expecting this sell side to be hit. So what we see one more time, this 15-minute inversion happening, holding the price to the downside. Yes, we have a buy-side liquidity pool being created up here, but right now the interest is sell side. I'm interested for sell side to be taken before we get up there. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes inversion happening on ES here, and this is 15 minutes of supporting the price. 1 minute. There's no need to go any higher on ES than what we are right now. And if this new week opening gap gives way, we will get expanded to 17,664 on NQ. That would be very lovely. Mm. Still southside resting below on both charts. Here and here. So we just wait for it to be taken. I'd love to see it being taken before we continue any higher, to be fair. So I'll stick to that idea. Answered a few messages because I'm just letting this show its hand. I'm not interested to taking any risk just yet. I'm in very small but still profit today already. We made like 0.3% on Euro USD, and we took a winner on ES today. So just go through the charts one more time to see what is happening. Dollar index, not interested to see this, like not at all. The equal highs being left open, and that is allowing other price to continue to go higher. So this trade idea not valid anymore. I think we're gonna get to that sell side liquidity level, even though this is a very impulsive run to the upside here. Yet forex I won't trade anymore today. Even more sell side liquidity being created here. 15 still holding the price. 1 minute though, not. So let's take a look at NQ. 15 minutes still supporting our idea. Let's maybe take a look at NQ here. 15 minutes still supporting the idea, but lower time frames. Let's take a look. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. This is a fair value gap for 1 minute chart right here. This should be holding the price intact because this being inverted, I'm not sure how to say it. Like I don't want to see that at all. I want to see sell side being taken before any buys are being offered by the market. Let's continue watching. Let's continue waiting it out. Okay. Usually after 10 p.m. gets hit, the markets become much cleaner, much more readable. So I'm just waiting for that to happen so I don't take unnecessary risk. And 4978 here on ES is noted as Friday's closing. So the expectation to go to the buy side a little bit is there, but we need the market to show its hand. I say it for like the fifth time already, right? So first sleight of hand, let's say SMT right here, sell side being taken on NQ, but ES is not following it directly. So we have to see what happens next now. Hmm. And I have this fair value gap and that fair value gap noted because those are the first fair value gaps that the opening range has created, right? So if we take a look at the opening range, which is uh, here on NQ, right, and here on ES, this is the initial fair value gaps that the market offered. Yeah, that one too, but I very much prefer this one because it's in the middle of the range, so it's at equilibrium, and this one on NQ as well because that is the actual only fair value gap that we still have open on NQ right now. Okay, sell side looks to be incoming, just like asked for on NQ. Let's see how we get there. Hmm. We have to know this now, right? Sell side being taken initially here on NQ, creating an SMT, because at the same time that NQ hit that sell side, ES didn't, right? So that is as a SMT divergent in a way of the market saying, listen, take a look, something's about to happen, right? So when I look at this, this is a setup that you guys should know by heart already, right? I'm looking at this in a very simple manner. As soon as we close above it, in 1 minute chart, I'm looking for buy side to be targeted. So my setup in terms of inversion value gap after sell side is being hit, as well as SMT divergent. This is a plus plus setup for me. It has a very high win percentage for me, so I'm gonna be very much interested to take this if this pans out. Okay, keep that in mind. Bam, bam, and we'll see where we put the stop loss. I don't know yet. Okay, let's put two contracts. And today, actually, since it's getting into February, I'm gonna use full risk. So full risk for me on NQ is 4 contracts and 6, maybe even 8 contracts on ES. So we'll see how that goes. This pushing the price to the downside is totally alright as well. Uh, this fair value gap. You know what I'll do? I'll take actually that new day opening gap away. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, a lot cleaner now. So this is 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes as well. I'll just go in and I'll make it a bit more readable as well. Template, current interval only, and we much better. So this going to the downside is totally normal. We were actually expecting the sell side to be good. I'm just kind of emphasizing the possibility of a buy incoming here because of the SMT that we have. Okay, keep that in mind. Bum, bum, bum. Hmm. What do we have? 5 minutes to go still, so we're waiting it out. Waiting it out. Mhm. One more time then, all right? Sal said I'm interested in that to be taken, right? The only thing is that I can't go short from here because we're in the trading in discount already. So even though if this sell side will remain, I'll kind of call it out myself. I said it in the stream already that dollar took its buy side targets, and I'm with dollar trading so high already. I'm not interested in indices trading any lower from where it is right now. I would be expecting indices to trade actually higher. And with this SMT in place, I'm looking at this possibility, especially right now with the ES trading higher and then and Q trading above this level, so 17705 and closing above it. I'm literally right away entering buy positions on my end, and then we're gonna have the first trade of this week together with you guys. I already have 3 positions open and closed today. A winner on EU and ES and a loser on NQ. And then yeah, this will be a fourth one, and we'll see what do we get out of this. Yet only if we close above it. Only if we do close above it. Not yet. Not yet. I won't rush this. We have time in a way. Bum, bum, bum. Few more minutes to go. Like this could actually pan out, and silver bullet entry it could be called as well. If a fair value gap opens up, silver bullet starts at 10 a.m. also. So this will be interesting to see. But we need to close above it for the trade to happen. So SMT, I'll keep it on 1 minute. But so what is happening right now, right? Nothing in a way, and why? I said it first thing in the stream as well. Uh, it's seeking a destroy profile, not yet, but kind of getting into it, especially on yes, actually, with a low, high, lower, low, higher, high, lower, low happening. This could push into higher high, then consolidate again, right? Why is it happening? Because dollar already hits its daily targets. And daily targets being hit, what does it mean? In the morning, it means a very poor AM session, very simply, right? I could even quote ICT if you give me a chance to take a look at my notes, guys. But I'm interested to see this panning out right now. So I'll stay on the chart. But yeah, 1 minute to go. I'm not in a trade. If you're looking at this, I'm just putting this as expectation and 10 a.m. hit. Dollar actually continuing to the upside, allowing the markets to push down. We see if we create another SMT right now. Not yet. Let's see, let's see. So one more time, right? My expectation is actually to go to the sell side. Like there is a lot of sell side resting below, right? If we don't do that, then SMT is being created, and then the NQ goes above this 1 minute for value gap. I'm okay with going long with this, because on 15 minutes, like I appreciate the price going higher from here, especially if this order block, once sell side is taken, supports this the price. That's totally valid, totally reasonable. Well, well, let me take this off. We continue looking. Um, so no SMT here because NQ created lower low just like ES did. No entry for me from this fair value gap because we're already trading in a discount, and SMT here is kind of calling for a bullish move, but it didn't pan out. So didn't pan out yet. And then dollar pushing to the upside. We're actually in that 1 month fair value gap that I've been talking about for ages now. Let me show you around. I've been talking about this fair value gap being hit for what? 1, 2, 3 months? I love the fact that we've done it. So and then we actually pushed up from this consolidation in 2 days, which is insane. It would be much better if we would just do it gradually so we can participate in the price action, but it is what it is, not a problem. So just one more time, dollar trading in premium a lot. Because of that, I'm not very much interested in indices going that much lower. We'll see what happens, but I'm not very much interested in that. Yes, we actually had a short position running from this 5 minute inversion towards this daily liquidity. I closed it right before the stream just to have an open mind and have how to say freedom to talk with you guys freely instead of just looking at my trade and managing the position. So this daily liquidity being hit, it is my expectation now, right? And yeah, on yes, I'm watching this 1 hour for value gap. This is a noonday opening gap that I have from the last week. I don't need it anymore, but my expectation would be this. So I'll just continue looking at it. I'm not gonna trade it yet, but I'm just looking at it, right? And sell side was called upon on NQ, so we're just waiting for that to be hit and then the market to show its hand. What do we want to do with it? Which way do we want to go? Let's know this for value gap as well. This holding the price, I would love to see that to take a possible buy entry as well. Yeah. Let's see. Taken here. We'll see if this order block holds the price at all. Cleaning cell stops with news events is just to my liking as well. I like how much into the discount we moved already. Like this point where we're at to for market to make a retracement or even turn around. I can I can use that. Let's see. I can play with it. This could be a possible silver bullet short here. I'm not taking it, but I don't trade silver bullets myself. Possible short, unless it gets inverted. And you know, guys, what we do with inversions when we have so much buy side resting above. We'll see. Mhm. I will take this buy if we close above it, right here. Yep. And we're in. Making sure I'm all set up on my other accounts here on my right hand side, and we are. This is a trade that I'm taking purely because of the setup, right? I see a PD array that is bullish, supporting my idea of the price going higher. I appreciate that. I see an for value gap being inverted, and I take the buy. Me being stopped out here is not a problem, not at all. I'm just literally playing it by the book. I'd rather probably have like a cleaner entry here than what I got right now, but I'm still taking the trade. There's no problem with me taking this in terms of where it's gonna pan out. Okay. SMT being created, and then we see if this because as a SMT, I'm gonna add to the position actually. and this not being SMT, just it's gonna get us stopped out, and then we will wait for ES to hit this 1 hour for value gap below us. We will have to wait it out. Okay. So we're holding on to this inversion setup. I'm just checking the 50% level of this last down close candle, which could be treated as an order block. And so side resting here, that is taken out, order block supporting the price. Like there's, how to say, in terms of taking this setup, I cannot not take it because it's literally by the book. We have sell side taken out. We have an order block actually supporting the price. We have a fair value gap, which market starts to make a turnaround in a way, right? A retracement at least. And then during the retracement, we supposedly want this fair value gap to hold the price to the downside. That is not offered. Very, very simple. And then we let the market to show its hand and then to pan out in a way. If this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We go again with the next probable position. Yeah. Very, very simple. And this consolidation is expected, and why it is expected once again? Because dollar index already took its buy side. It already took the targets that it was reaching for. I will see. This could be a possible break of structure though, also. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And we have an SMT. This is why the price is kind of pushing to the upside, at least a little bit, right? So we have a lower low on yes, and we have a higher low on NQ right here. We have just let it pan out though. We have to let it pan out a little bit more. Okay. Interesting to see how we react here. Being stopped out, not a problem neither, but I just want to see how do we react here. If yeah, we're still creating divergences here. This will be like too bad if it turns around now, but it is what it is. So just so everybody would be on the same page, we're trading a evaluation, the top step right now. We were just at 56,900. We gave up 900 on the evaluation account here. No. We continue waiting. We continue looking. Mhm. Now let's take a look from a little bit further into the market, right? Dollar index pushing up to the monthly fair value gap. This is 50% level up right here. This is the news. A lot of sell side resting below, though. A lot of sell side resting below, so it might allow the market to push up a little bit from where we are at right now. We will see. Sell side not hit on EU yet. And let's see. Yes, so we're trading at that 1 hour for value gap that we were interested to trade into today. This is a possible optimal trade entry for the buy side and for weekly high of last week, all-time high as well. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, right now on ES, I'll just wait for the mice to trade into that 1 hour fair value gap. See what happens in there and how we react in there. And let's take a look at NQ. NQ just took out its sell side. 15 minutes, nothing that important, and 5 minutes right here, right? So we'll see. This 5 minutes closing below will just let it rip to the downside. Very much rip to the downside actually, but we'll see. Yes, trading into that 1 hour fair value gap. That is cool. Now we go to 1 minute again, and we see if we can possibly find a entry. Let's take a look again. So 15 minutes and what we have going on, right? So not very clean, but this 15-minute possible short is quite clean. We didn't take it. I was expecting the sell side to be hit, but we didn't take it because it was before 10 a.m. It was before I'm actually looking to enter with you guys. So that wasn't a possible entry for us, but now let's try to mark it out and take a look at how far this might be going. Five minutes is just shooting lower. Unstoppable, like in a way. This will probably get inverted, but we're trading way too deep into the sell side already to take any shorts from this inversion. Not for me. Dollar is just still ripping to the upside, no retracements, no nothing. This is a new day opening up from Thursday, I think, last week. I think this is, so what we see right now, this is a daily S&P panning out in terms of, take a look at ES creating a higher high on Friday right here, and NQ didn't. NQ didn't shoot for all-time highs, and this is the deep retracement that we're getting that is expected in a way. Yeah, because of that SMT. Still interested in higher prices on the higher time frame, but this would be the main explanation on this move to the downside. 15-minute fair value being converted. Optimal trade entry here from break of structure. You could even present it as YouTube 2022. Very nice run to the downside here. We'll see now. It's a bit a long time for 1 hour candle to close to see if this will support the price or not. I'm gonna cautiously continue looking for a possible buy entry actually. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So two fair value gaps on NQ are visible. One right here and then one down there. We're trading in an old new day opening gap, so have to see what happens here. Just 20 points right here, right there. Yeah, we will take this position with two contracts again. We'll see if we can scale it out or not, but I'm interested. I'm interested to see how this pans out. Let's take a look at 4 hours as well before we decide to engage. not this 4 hours fair gap, value gap for myself. We're just starting it, but I'm interested to see what where we will go. I'm cool with this trading higher. Actually, I'm looking for a bottom at some point. So yeah, I'm interested to see this trade higher. But this time I will be much tighter with my management. As soon as we start breaking down, I'll just if we start breaking down, I will just get out of the position because this is an order block right here supporting the price. And I'm not interested in seeing any lower price action and that. Alright. We will take one off in this 1 minute for value gap. Not much of a range actually, but and we will take a stop out here if we go below this. Here, 5 minutes. If we start breaking down lower, I'm just closing this position fully. I'm not interested in any holding any of this retracement. I want this to fully support the price. I'm not interested in retracing at all. Because going deeper, it means that we're just respecting the 5 minute fair value gap here. As soon as we close below this inversion, I'll be getting out. And if we do, let's say. Um, Still waiting it out. Dollar starting to break down lower, that it might allow this to push up. But now, if this fair value gap high is being respected, I will not hold on to this trade anymore. Won't be interested. We need to see it trading above it. We scale out here. We will scale out there actually. I like it closing above again. This golden horizontal line is 4 hours for rally gap. That we will have to evaluate it before PM session comes into place, but PM will start with this Farrell gap being respected or not, and if we close below it for PM session, it will start rapidly going lower from where we are right now. Mhm. Starting to push a little bit higher from where we are right now. I'm just trusting this not fully being low of the day, but with the price action being as it is right now. Dollar index starting to break down. Dollar index on 1 minute chart has a lot of saddle side at 104, 350 ish. Just keep an eye on that. It, it, it should be taken out and away from the market at some point today, maybe even. But yeah, and I'm just targeting this 4 hour fair value gap to respect us going higher. Even though we have this SMT on daily with NQ not creating a higher high, an all-time high overall, I want to see how we trade here in next, what, 3.5 hours? So a long time till we see a close of this candle, but this closing below that 4 hour fair value gap in 3.5 hours will a lot of stuff had to be taken away from the market. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. If we start breaking down lower now, I'll just close the position. I'm not interested in holding this anymore. %50 order block now. Let's see, let's see. We're just still holding that order block. And I don't want to see anything closing below it, so I'm kind of hovering my hand over this. There's a fair value gap here that we're trading at right now. Probably, yeah, we did get stopped out. So let's see. We evaluate again in terms of taking the limits away from the market. So where are we at right now? We're at 5 trades taken totally today. We have 2 winners and 3 losers right now, which we have to consider. we shouldn't be risking that much of our balance anymore. So we're basically gonna sit tight and then wait out for a good setup that is, let's say, A plus that we can take. Meaning it's either gonna be a YouTube 2022 or a nice SMT divergence with 1 minute inversion happening. So otherwise, no optimal trade entries, nothing like that, without a real break of structure for us today anymore. So uh, so one more time, right? What I'm looking at 4 hours, I'm looking for this to actually support the price. I'm interested in these buy stops to be taken, but once again, for PM session, I'll be at the charts at PM session because I'm very interested to see what happens here. This allowing the market to close below it will just initiate a very nice run towards the sell side, especially targeting this low of Friday. I think that was after NFP, yeah, before even, not even after NFP happened right here. Okay, interesting enough. But the difficult part here is that ES has a place where it's kind of, how to say, supposed to find support with this 1 hour survival gap right here. ES doesn't have, so NQ doesn't have it. Apologies. So we have just to continuously look after it and see what happens. It would be cool to see the sell side being taken and then SMT to be created. That would be a possible entry for us. We're trading at the new day opening gap level right now as well. So we wait and we look. We wait and we look. So I'll guess we have what, 12, 10, 12 minutes till macro of 10 before 11 starts. So I will be hoping for sell side or SMT to appear during that time. Otherwise, I'm not going short from here. So I'm not interested in going short until the PM session shows us its hand. Would be great to see something like that turning out at that 1050, meaning sell side to be taken, and Q to take sell side, but yes, to leave this low open, creating SMT right here, with ES not creating a lower low and then Q creating a lower low, and then just looking for an inversion right away. First 1 minute for value gap next to the current sell side. We will try to invert it. Otherwise, I'm not going short. I'm not interested in that. already too deep in discount to look for a possibility like that. Hmm. Let me see. Sunset being taken now, right? Macro not starting yet though. Keep that in mind. But we're getting SMT. This outside is not taken here. On. Yes. Let me see now. If we turn around or not. Dollar is pushing to the upside though, so it's hard to call for low of the day here yet. With dollar pushing to the upside still. Oh, 1 hour is just ripping to the downside on both indices. And not Asian arrangement. Yeah. The short was offered, so literally we had a YouTube 2022 short happening here with initial buy side being taken right here. Break of structure below this swing low, or you could even use this swing low to break of structure, and then for value gap here. Entry around this point, and the initial sell side being targeted overall, right? Brilliant trade. I didn't believe in a move like that though myself, so I didn't participate in it. And now I'm kind of getting burned by it because of that. Because I'm looking for my initial hope of dollar index retracing and allowing indices to trade higher happening, right? That's what kind of the initial thoughts I have had coming into the market today. But I'm being burned right now by not trusting it. So we are what? We are 1.5k down on the evaluation account. So that is 1%. Yeah. And equity high for today was 157 almost, 156 900, something like that. But we started the day with 155 500, 400 ish. Um, and we're not in that much of a bad spot. We're just 1% down, a little bit less than that even, which is fine. So the macro is starting very soon as well, 7-8 minutes ago. We'll see what we get out of it. The XI is just going higher as a machine, you know. Um, I 104 900s marked out as the middle of monthly fair value gap. That is the secondary target for this week. So buy side already taken at 104 265. Now that midpoint of the monthly fair value gap is my interest. And we see now if this 1 hour fair value gap holds the price, I'm interested in going long. Very simple. We'll probably trade the yes because of that, not in Q, but we'll evaluate. But if the price stops breaking lower right now, and we create an SMT of sorts or something like that, like I'm still interested to take a buy. But I can't short this. I can't go short from what the price is giving us right now, unfortunately. Yeah. Let me take a look at other charts before we get into the macro. So I'll do 1 hour or 50 minutes. That will be the easiest. So dollar pushing to the upside rapidly. I was really expecting this consolidation to break to the downside a little bit to allow for a small retracement. We didn't get it, but it is what it is. Euro USD finally is hitting its daily sell-side liquidity levels. So that is good to know. A retracement from here is probable now. And GBP USD, just as I said, I'm not interested until we close below this 50% daily, weekly order block level. So we're doing that. So tomorrow we can take a look at them, maybe going short GBP USD. And now here it is very simple on my end. In 13 minutes, if we close below this 1 hour for value gap, we look for a short. And if we don't, we look for a long. Very simple rate on the market here. And very honestly, if neither longs or shorts are being offered in next 23 minutes, so 11 past 10, I'll just close the stream and I'll won't won't risk anything anymore until we get to the PM session. Now, why I will wait for PM session? Because I'm interested to see what NQ does. Because we have an SMT here with ES. ES created a all-time high last week on Friday, and NQ didn't, right? So with NQ not creating a higher high, I'm very interested in this SMT divergence, and if this 4 hour for value gap doesn't hold the price, my next target is here at 17465. And PM session today at 2 o'clock, we're gonna see how that 4 hour fair value gap reacts and how we price after that. Okay, let's go back to the price action. This is a very juicy buy side liquidity level though. If we elevate here to the upside, I see that the macro is starting right now as well. So I was about to order some food and I forgot. So let me do that. Let me get some food. So let's see. No entry yet. Just waiting it out. 5 minutes. Still could push the market to the downside. It was very quickly bouncing away from that sell side liquidity level. I'll watch this. Not traded, just watch it. Watching this for a possible push to the upside. And this is very interesting point. So we have what 7 minutes till 1 hour candle closes. If we close below this, I'm interested in going short. Um, but this might support, this inversion might support the push to the upside for now at least. But we'll see. I'm just noting where the 1 hour mark finishes and we see how we trade from there. AU just crashed again. Funny enough, it was pushing to the upside really, really nicely. Bomb again. I like to throw in liquidity though, and that could even initiate that 1 hour fair value gap supporting the price, right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm looking at this like if there would be sell side resting below these two relative equal lows, then I would even look for a possible short entry from this fair value gap right now. But there's no sell side resting below. Like that, this could be treated as a swing low, right? So not too much interested in that. Let's see what we can. So 20 handles, 30 handles, 80 handles. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We have 3 minutes to go to start making decisions though. So this is 1 hour for Valgov here on ES. So in what, in 3 minutes if we will close below it, shorts will be a possibility with possible entry from here probably. This buy side will probably be left intact. If no, then yeah, but ES as well, similar. I'm just looking at this for value gap on 5 minutes. This could allow the price to continue lower into that 1 hour for value gap. Here on the ES as well. And we have 1 minute to go to see what we get. Probably we'll probably close below it, so interesting to see where we do, because this will be a very rapid 1 minute move to the upside to get to the 1 hour for value gap now. It's gonna close below in 1 hour, so literally sell side is our draw on liquidity now. I'm saying it with a bit of a sad face because I was expecting lower prices, but not expecting lower prices. But how to say, it is what it is, I guess, right? This is kind of confirming push to the downside now. We just have to see if we get a possible entry for that or not. Equivalents right here. Let's see. So 10 more minutes for the macro, right? It's a 50-50 for me. I probably won't take an entry. Yes, I like this buy side to be taken and then to go into that 1 hour for value gap level a little bit deeper into. I'd love to see that, but we see. IQ buy side taken, so we see how we react from this level, maybe even that higher fair value gap. Same with ES. I'm interested in going short now, so that's what I'm looking after. This being respected is very valid. South side resting below as well, so don't like that buy side not being taken before going to well, downside though. So probably I will not have an entry anymore for today. Because this is a 50-50. Yes, I'm looking for lower prices now. The south side and then just this 1 hour for value gap not supporting the price fully. But I'm literally torn apart because we have buy side resting above now as well, so I can't just go short from here. Not a good trade overall. Nope. And 5 handles away. No, not an interest for me. So I'll give it a few more minutes and I'm literally gonna close the stream if no real movement happens. Hmm. Minutes, let's see. Yeah, 5 minutes and then keep supporting. Move to the downside. Just taking a look at what else do we have today. Bum, bum. This looks like a very engineered move to the upside though, before going lower. I see how we treat this for a gap now. Let left see this breakaway remain open. My dog is looking at me saying, when are we gonna go for a walk? So I say 4 minutes from now. Let's see what the macro does, and then I'll stop the stream for today. And this buy side looks like it will be taken. And then we go lower, literally. It will be 1 hour inversion happening. Hopefully, probably, right? But I'll be looking at this buy side to be taking, and then for the price to go lower from here. And that's my interest for today. Done. What can I say? Not much more. That's my interest for today, and I say good luck and good trading. And I'll be with you in PM session a little bit later on Discord today, just to take a look at what's happening if we close below this 4-hour fair value gap and all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you for today. Thank you for being with me, and then see you guys tomorrow.